Imagine the most mysterious interstellar object in history, just past perihelion. What is happening now puzzles scientists. Imagine a massive space alien zooms through our solar system, suddenly alive. It's not with probes, but with an energy signature defying physics. Unusual data streams in from space observatories in real time. This data shows object 3I Atlas now looks noticeably bluer than our own star. Astrophysicist Avalab just published findings challenging our understanding of technology in the universe. Is it using an energy source hotter than our star? This isn't a blockbuster movie story. It's real astronomical drama. It is backed by credible data and expert analysis. If you look away now, you'll miss out on something that may change our existence. Stay with me. I'm diving into every detail. When we're done, you'll look at the stars with new interest, maybe light awe. 97% of people who watch videos don't subscribe to the channel. Subscribe if you want to help reduce this number. Today, I'm excited to tell you about one of the most fascinating astronomical mysteries. It is about an interstellar object, officially named 3I Atlas. It's not just a distant point in space. It's a potential harbinger of great discoveries. Expectation is high, because initial data from its closest pass by our Sun is here. Yesterday, November 12, 2025, at 7:47 a.m. ET, 3I Atlas reached perihelion. That is its closest point to the Sun. In this proximity, the object faced intense solar radiation of 770 watts per square meter. A normal comet would disintegrate under such heat. There's a problem, though. At its most critical passage point, the object stayed hidden from our Earth telescopes. It hid behind our star since passing solar conjunction on October 21. Fortunately, a fleet of space observatories managed to collect vital data during this phase. We're getting data from the Solar Terrestrial Relations Observatory, or STEREO, SOHO, and GOES-16. GOES-16 is the newest fleet member, launched in 2020. Its K-coronagraph 1, KPR-1, is critical for getting details. What they show defies known physics. Recent data collected in September and October reveals what shouldn't be. First, 3I Atlas shows a completely abnormal brightness increase. Avalida's new analysis shows rapid brightening. It far exceeds most Oort cloud comets' brightening rates at similar distances. This is completely abnormal. Modern physics can't explain it. Scientists admit in the new study, the cause for the rapid brightening remains unclear. The scale of this phenomenon is immense. The KPR-1 coronagraph records brightness, spreading 300 kilometers around the object in real time. This is almost the Earth-Moon distance. This is comparable to the carbon dioxide plume found in August. We're talking about an Earth-Moon system-sized energy structure coming from this object. But the most groundbreaking discovery is this. 3I Atlas looks noticeably bluer than our star. Avalab says this discovery is extremely surprising. In his analysis, he explains dust from a disintegrating comet should make scattered sunlight redder. Also, the object's surface should be far cooler than the Sun's 5,800 Kelvin photosphere. This should lead to a redder color than our stars. This makes the discovery even more puzzling. Previous observations showed 3I Atlas had a reddish hue. The fact it now looks bluer suggests something fundamental happened in the object. That's why Avi Loeb concludes we should add a blue color at perihelion. It is the 9th anomaly to the list of this weird interstellar object's unexpected properties. This makes him wonder something echoed in labs worldwide. Does it use an energy source hotter than our star? If yes, we face technology exceeding our star's temperature. That is something beyond our current abilities. The 9th anomaly, adds to an already incredible property list. These properties classify 3I Atlas with an AV score of 4. To judge its uniqueness, we must compare it to its interstellar predecessors. Oumuamua fascinated us with its elongated shape. Borisov appeared as a more familiar object. 3I Atlas breaks these stereotypes. Let's look at each of the 9 impossible things. First is an impossible path. 3I Atlas moves on a line deviating only 5 degrees from the plane. All planets rotate around our star on that plane. Imagine a table where all balls roll on one level. That is the ecliptic plane. An object from another star system should appear from a random direction in space. It would be a ball thrown from afar that may arrive from above, below, or any side. But 3I Atlas appeared almost perfectly aligned with the plane of planets. The odds this happened randomly are just 0.2%. It's hitting a tiny target in the dark. Second is a jet that defies physics. In July and August 2025, 3 Atlas did something never seen in nature. It created a jet of matter directed straight at our star. All known comets do the opposite. They always create tails pointing away from our star. This is hair blowing in the wind. When you run, solar radiation pressure repels matter, a basic physical law. 3I Atlas broke this rule. It's as if someone ran, but their hair blew against the wind. Third is too big and too fast. 3I Atlas is 1,000,000 times more massive than Oumuamua and 1,000 times larger than Borisov. Still, it moves faster than similar objects. It's as if a giant truck overtook race cars on the highway. Larger objects in interstellar space usually move slower. This is due to the huge gravitational forces needed to eject them from their origin systems. 3I Atlas violates this rule with very low probability. Fourth is perfect timing. 3I Atlas arrived just in time to pass near Mars, Venus, and Jupiter. But it stayed invisible from Earth at the most important moment, perihelion. It's a tourist visiting 3 important cities in a country, but they managed to completely avoid security cameras in the main airport. The temporal accuracy of this sequence is extremely rare. It is rarer than winning the lottery. Fifth is factory composition. Spectral analysis showed 3I Atlas contains much more nickel than iron. This is typical for metallic alloys produced industrially on Earth. Natural comets should have a random metal mix. It would be a soup of cosmic ingredients, but 3I Atlas has a specific recipe. It's as if someone carefully picked the ingredients. The probability this specific composition arose naturally is very low. Sixth is dry as a desert. Comets are known as dirty snowballs because they're 80–90% water ice. 3I Atlas is only 4% water. It is drier than many deserts on Earth. It's finding an iceberg almost entirely of stone. This characteristic contradicts the very definition of a comet. It suggests it may not be a natural comet. Seventh is impossible polarized light. 3 Atlas showed light polarization never seen in any known natural object. Polarization is a light fingerprint. Each surface type creates a unique pattern. It's as if 3I Atlas had a fingerprint absent from any natural archive. That includes all ever-studied comets, even Borisov. Eighth is a connection to the 1977 WOW signal mystery. 3I Atlas arrived from the same direction as the famous WOW signal. It is the most mysterious radio signal ever found. Many consider it the best evidence of extraterrestrial communication. The directional accuracy is impressive. It is as if 2 events separated by almost 50 years point to the same cosmic address. The likelihood of this coincidence is very low. Ninth is hotter than our star. Now, this is the last touch. 3 Atlas seems bluer than our star. Avalab thinks it means it has an internal energy source hotter than our star's 5,800 kelvins. It's finding a candle shining brighter than a bonfire. This points to technology able to generate higher temperatures than our star. This leads us to the grand statistical impossibility of it all. If you multiply all these individual probabilities, the chance of these anomalies arising naturally is less than 1 in 10 billion. For comparison, the odds of winning the lottery 15 times in a row are higher than this happening randomly. Critics argue 3I Atlas's quirks can be explained with naturalistic theories. It is simply statistical deviations from the norm. But as these features accumulate, hypersonic speed, ecliptic accuracy, extreme polarization, inverted volatile ratios, metallic phase discoveries, and now, an impossible thermal signature. It makes you wonder about alternative paradigms. In science, we learn to look for natural explanations, but we also learn to follow the data. Here, the data screams that something is wrong with our models. It leads us to an interesting calculation Avi Loeb made about a missed opportunity. If Earth were on the opposite side of its orbit, we could study 3I Atlas with radar right now. In this hypothetical position, the object would pass just 54 million kilometers from Earth. Radar systems could have detected its image. We'd have direct size measurements and 3D images of its shape as it rotates. Imagine we wouldn't guess, but know its shape. We'd know if it's a smooth hull or a jagged rock. Unfortunately, radar detection will be impossible, even with the December approach. So what's next? This isn't the end. This is where the real story begins. Right now, 3 Atlas is appearing from behind our star. It will start returning into the view of Earth telescopes at dusk. The global science community is mobilized never before. Radio observatories globally are conducting continuous observation. Scientists are looking for specific signals happening now. They are looking for deliberate maneuvers. Any change in its trajectory, not caused by the sun's gravity. Any sign of movement, mine probe launches. A Trojan scenario concentrates. Are smaller objects separating from the main body, heading to Earth or other planets? Radio telescopes are listening for radio transmissions. Any structured non-random signal, artificial lights, flashes, beacons, or light unrelated to simple reflection or excess heat from possible engines. This new blue anomaly suggests heat is already present, far exceeding natural heat. Avi Loeb says, Congressmen actively help give the science community high-resolution imaging. They highlight the event's seriousness. Even government agencies are easing access to classified data to aid the investigation. The next 50 days will be crucial. All eyes are on one date, December 19, 2025. On this day, 3I Atlas will come closest to Earth. At that moment, our most powerful tools, the Hubble and James Webb telescopes, will point right at it. It's our first chance for a clear, high-resolution image after its fiery solar encounter. Current data suggests it will emerge from perihelion even brighter than before. If confirmed, it will only add to the mystery. This unfolding story isn't limited to academics. It puts us face to face with the Fermi paradox. If the universe is full of potential life, where are the aliens? 3I Atlas offers a compelling, maybe frightening answer. Maybe they don't transmit signals, 3I Atlas. They send automated messengers using hidden camouflage to explore without drawing attention. We must take the possibility of alien technology seriously, as Avi Loeb stresses. If 3I Atlas has technology able to generate energy hotter than our star, its creators have capabilities far exceeding anything we've ever developed. We may be experiencing the most important moment in astronomy and maybe humanity itself. This leads us to two possible outcomes, two paths for our future, both revolutionary. First, if we can explain all these anomalies with yet unknown natural processes, it would be a stunning discovery. It would mean our comet, star formation, and interstellar chemistry models are fundamentally wrong. It would mean a new class of celestial objects exist. They could form from industrial-grade metallic alloys with physics-defying jet engines and internal heat sources. It would be a Nobel Prize-worthy discovery. Second, an alternative following from the data. If 3I Atlas maneuvers, emits signals, or shows any clear artificial behavior. If the December 19 observation with James Webb and Hubble shows structure that isn't clearly natural, then we'll witness the most important moment in human history. It would be the first definitive evidence of extraterrestrial technology. It will be the moment humanity answers the greatest question it ever asked. Are we alone in the universe? 3I Atlas may answer that question. What makes this moment so unusual? What sets it apart from any event in our history? We are experiencing it in real time. We aren't studying ancient evidence or distant signals. We aren't looking at microbes on Mars. We are observing a potentially technological object, massive and complex, crossing our solar system right before our eyes and with our tools. It isn't a signal from a distant star. It isn't a fossil, it's here. The next 50 days, culminating in important observations in December, represent a unique historical window. Never before have we had the chance to study an object with so many technological anomalies. We can use our most advanced tools. Regardless of the final outcome, December 20, 2025, will be remembered as the month humanity had its best chance to answer a fundamental question about our cosmic loneliness. It isn't just another space object passing through our system. It's a moment that will fundamentally change our understanding of life, intelligence, and our place in the cosmos. Stay tuned, because history isn't just being written. It's being broadcast live, and you're watching the first chapters of what may be the greatest discovery in human history. But hidden behind scientific excitement is a secret worry. It is spreading quietly through observatories and agencies globally. Something else is happening that no one is speaking about publicly yet. Sources close to flight control centers report a faint, pulsating signal from 3I Atlas during the latest telemetry signals from stereo. First, they thought it was data noise. Then, it repeated every 46 minutes and 12 seconds precisely. A rhythmic modulation that can't be explained by random cosmic interference. The signal was immediately flagged, encrypted, and sent to several deep space monitoring stations. 3 independent observatories confirmed the same pattern. Then, the signal stopped. No agency has made public statements since, but leaked internal documents describe growing tension. Some think the signal was natural magnetic resonance. Others fear it was a synchronization signal, a deliberate transmission of something else. Meanwhile, high-frequency radio telescopes in Australia and Chile started finding narrowband emissions in the same spectrum range. The source is unknown. The direction, 3 Atlas. It may be a coincidence, but the odds are tiny. Debate is raging in the science world. Could 3I Atlas be waking up? Could it have entered an activation phase after perihelion, powered by the same unknown internal mechanism responsible for its impossible blue emission? Astrophysicists whisper in corridors, the object's brightness curve no longer looks a tumbling body's curve. Its rotation has stabilized. It's as if something on board corrected its spin. A maneuver, a correction, or maybe a preparation. Even the government is reacting. The U.S. Space Command reportedly moved monitoring protocols to continuous observation mode. The European Space Agency redirected observation time from a Mars mission to focus only on 3I Atlas. China's Fast Radio Telescope, the world's largest, is reportedly tracking it 24/7. Data comes in every night, and with each night, the mystery deepens. The object grows brighter, not dimmer. If brightness keeps rising at its current rate, 3I Atlas will be visible to the naked eye by early December. A bluish dot cutting through the winter sky, moving silently among constellations. Imagine it. Millions look up at once and see not a comet, but something else. A cold, silent guest sliding through the solar wind, reflecting light growing bluer each hour. Then comes the date haunting every astronomer's calendar, December 19, 2025. When 3 Atlas nears Earth, if the object really maneuvers, if it sends another signal, if any sign of structure appears under the gaze of Webb or Hubble, it won't just be the end of one scientific mystery. It marks the start of a new era. An era when humanity ceases to be alone. Until then, the countdown has begun. Instruments are ready. The world holds its breath. Because whether 3I Atlas is natural or not, it's rewriting everything we knew about our place in space. If its light keeps intensifying, if the signal returns, if its trajectory shifts even slightly our way, then December 19 won't just be an astronomical event. It will be the moment humanity looks into the mirror of the universe and realizes someone is looking back. Stay vigilant. Keep watching. This time the universe may answer, and when it does, nothing will be the same.